The state of freedom. Most people think wealth is a destination, a specific number in a bank account that suddenly makes all your problems disappear. But at its core, wealth isn't a number. It's a state of freedom. It is the ability to walk into a room and know that your time is entirely your own. It is the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are no longer a hostage to a paycheck or the whims of an economy. In a world that celebrates loud money, the fast cars, the designer labels, and the constant digital shouting for attention, true wealth is usually very quiet. It is built in the shadows, through decisions that aren't visible to the neighbors. Today we aren't talking about hustle culture or the frantic energy of getting rich quick. We are talking about the silent architecture of wealth, the foundational pillars that allow you to build a life of dignity, security, and ultimate choice. Pillar 1. The mindset of abundance. Before you can build a fortune, you must build the mind that can hold it. Most people spend their lives operating from a scarcity mindset. They view the world as a pie of a fixed size. They believe that if someone else gets a larger slice, there is necessarily less for them. This mindset leads to short-term thinking, envy, and fear-based decisions. It makes you play not to lose, rather than playing to win. The wealthy, however, understand the abundance principle. They see wealth as something that is created and expanded, not just captured. While the scarcity mindset focuses on saving pennies at the expense of time, the abundance mindset focuses on investing time to create massive returns. If you spend 3 hours driving across town to save $10 on a grocery bill, you are valuing your time at roughly $3 an hour. That is a scarcity trap. The wealthy would rather spend those 3 hours learning a skill or building a system that generates $1,000. Stop asking how much does this cost, and start asking, what is the potential return on this investment? Your primary asset is your ability to generate value. If you don't believe wealth is possible for you, you will subconsciously sabotage every opportunity that comes your way. Pillar 2. Assets versus liabilities. There is a simple, brutal rule that separates those who struggle from those who flourish. The wealthy buy assets. Everyone else buys liabilities that they think are assets. An asset is something that puts money into your pocket while you sleep. A liability is something that takes money out. This sounds simple, yet most people spend their lives working for liabilities. That luxury car you bought on credit is a liability. It depreciates the moment you drive it off the lot and demands monthly payments for insurance, fuel, and maintenance. That high-end watch? Unless you are a professional horologist, it is a liability. Even your primary residence, if it is draining your monthly cash flow without providing income, is technically a liability until the day you sell it. Your goal, especially in your formative years, is to aggressively accumulate income-producing machines. This might be dividend-paying stocks, rental properties, digital businesses, or intellectual property. The secret is to use your active income to buy passive income. Once your assets generate enough money to cover your lifestyle, you are officially free. At that point, work becomes a choice, not a survival mechanism. Pillar 3. The mathematics of patience. Wealth building is rarely a sprint. It is a marathon where the last mile is the fastest. This is the power of compounding, what many call the eighth wonder of the world. The greatest enemy of wealth is interruption. Most people start a plan, get bored after 2 years, or get scared when the market dips, and they pull their money out. They reset the clock to zero. To build real wealth, you must be aggressively patient. You must have the discipline to do the boring, repetitive work of investing today so that the math can take over a decade from now. Compounding looks like nothing is happening for years, and then it looks like everything is happening at once. Pillar 4. High-income skills and diversification. You cannot save your way to millions on a low income. While frugality is a necessary tool, earnings are the engine. The wealthy focus on 2 specific areas: high-income skills and multiple streams of income. A high-income skill is a talent that the market is willing to pay $10,000 a month or more for specialized knowledge in fields like software architecture, high-stakes negotiation, or strategic consulting. Once you have this active engine running, you don't use the excess to level up your lifestyle immediately. Instead, you divert that cash into multiple streams. The average millionaire has 7 streams of income. They don't rely on a single boss, a single company, or a single economy. They are diversified, making them anti-fragile. If one stream dries up, the others keep the garden watered. They are not just building a bank account. They are building a fortress that can withstand the storms of life. The final blueprint. Wealth building is 10% math and 90% discipline. It is the quiet, daily ability to delay gratification today for a version of freedom you haven't yet met. It is choosing the library over the nightclub, the index fund over the designer bag, and the long-term legacy over the short-term ego. If you want to join the ranks of the quietly wealthy, start today. Not by buying a stock, but by changing what you care about. Stop caring about looking rich and start caring about being free. Put down the heavy stone of consumer debt. Pick up the tool of financial education. The view from the top of the mountain is beautiful, but it belongs to those who were willing to climb when no one was watching. The architecture is silent, but the results speak for themselves. What is your first asset going to be?